Welcome back to Jeff Talks Hoops. It's Victor Wembanyama taking on Steph Curry. Enough said. Let's react to these Warriors Spurs highlights from Friday night. And I did see that Curry took the tip off against Wemby. Haven't seen anything else from this game. But a valiant effort. A valiant effort from Curry there. I'm not sure Wemby got off the ground. Chris Paul getting the start with the Warriors. Already finding Clay for the three, operating the offense. Love to see that. I do think, a lot of people think Chris Paul coming off the bench makes sense. Devin Vassell, great cut there. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to maximize his time with Curry and Clay on the floor. You want him working with those guys. As Wemby hits a nice little tough midi fade. Can't even really call that a midi. That's just a deep two. Cut there, Devin Vassell. And Vassell is getting it going already. He's looked really sharp right off the bat in all of these Spurs games that I've watched. Looks like he's ready to take a leap. Had a great season last year. Clay getting going early.
Get him involved in the action. Now they're playing Jeremy so hard.
And the step for Vassell is, has a great dish there to Zach Collins in transition. The step for Vassell is, A, staying on the floor. He didn't play a lot of games last year for a variety of reasons. It wasn't all his fault. Load management. Spurs. As Wemby blocks the three there, we're going to see that a ton. But he just needs to continue to pick his spots. He can't force it when you got a guy like Victor Wembanyama on the floor. But Vassell, my goodness, he says, this is my team. Whoa. Double clutch midi again. It does not matter. And Clay is trying to guard him in the post. Oh, man. The and one. Clay's just shaking his head. What are you supposed to do with that? A 7'4" guy moving with that fluidity. He's behind the backboard in that shot. And then he blocks the three. Gets it back. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He stops and waits for the second guy. The disrespect. Oh, I love it. And then he blocks Wiggins. This is just a Wemby highlight reel. Oh, pull. Oh, my God. That is an unreal string of highlights. That's a rookie, ladies and gentlemen. And there's Steph Curry. It's about time. He's not going to let Wemby be the star of the show for the entire game now. Come on now. This is his arena. That is an unreal stretch of highlights. Jonathan Kuminga getting it going. Freak athlete. Looks like the game has slowed down for him to an extent so far. He's had a couple of really solid preseason games. Hopefully he can find a more established role as he hits the three. And the shot looks so much more fluid. It was a little bit more herky-jerky coming into the league. Dario Saric getting to work. Nice little relocate dribble there, the double clutch lay. This is a guy, he's a very high skill guy. This is a good situation for him in Golden State. Dougie McBuckets, quick trigger.
And I think Wembanyama was super happy to be drafted by the Spurs. He started that when I was here.
Yeah, why would you not be super happy to be drafted by the Spurs, considering their history with foreign talent? Chris Paul from three. Little wry smile. He's not going to be taking a lot of threes in this Warriors offense, I can tell you that. He's probably not going to be taking a ton of shots. Kuminga! No fear going right at Wemby in that little elevated shot. You need to get that ball up way high if you're going to try to put it over Wemby. He did it right there. Chris Paul showing off the burst. Okay, Chris. He says showing off the burst. Okay. Nah.
Mike, we just saw Chris Paul doing his thing. He's out of the game now. But what were those talks like?
And the Spurs have been rolling with Point Sohan, and that is the first Keldon Johnson highlight I have really seen in 2 games of watching him with the Spurs. And this is a guy who I was really interested to see how he would fit alongside Wemby. I still think that he and Vassell can be a strong 2-3 as Wemby hits another 3. It is crazy how he is shooting these threes with so much more confidence than as he. Oh my God, he just destroyed Curry. He's gonna block that with his armpit. But he's shooting these threes. Speaking of shooting a three with confidence, Devin Vassell. My goodness. But yeah, Wemby, when he came in Summer League, obviously didn't have a ton of time to train with the Spurs. New situation. He said himself he didn't really know where he fit in the offense, and he wasn't playing with a ton of confidence. Zach Collins expanding his range. Okay, nice little touch there.
I like this lineup here.
Would be a good addition to his bag. Then he gets it going in the post. Zach Collins looks like he has really polished his game. But yeah, now Wemby's shooting these threes with confidence, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. Just don't even bother going up on him. Just pass that out. It's not worth it. Hey! Curry, what's Curry gonna do there? And I understand that this is preseason, as he hits, oh my goodness, a catch and shoot midi. But what Victor Wembanyama is doing tonight and what he's been doing this entire preseason is scaring NBA teams. It is exciting fans, but every NBA team and every fan of a team that's going to play the San Antonio Spurs should be terrified, because I do not know what you do against this guy. Nice little and one there from Rodney Magruder. Unfortunately got waived last night after the game, but you know, a solid vet. He'll find a home somewhere. Sarge going behind the back. Hey! Float and one. No and one over Charles Bassey, but nice contested take there off the behind the back dribble. That's what I'm saying. These skilled veterans, these finesse guys that didn't really find a place before coming to the Warriors. And Sarge is a little different. Obviously, he dealt with injuries, but they really excel. If you know how to play, you're gonna perform in this Warriors offense. You got a high IQ, and he does. Whoa, nice. Doug McDermott knew he had to get that up right away over two defenders. Just barely squeezed it in. Is that Malachi Branham?
And play your best. People who are just elite defensively, and so
Jetty Osman.
He also has a reputation.
The pull three in transition.
So Jetty Osman hitting that three. Sarge tried to seal, and they couldn't quite get the entry.
Moses Moody. Oh yeah, Sarge working out of the post. Oh, Dougie McBuckets with the block. What is going on? The Dougie McBuckets revival. That was great offense though by Sarge, and Moody staying with it on the other end. Getting back at it. The Warriors like Moses Moody. Fans like Moses Moody. We just need to see something out of him consistently this season. This is the year that both him and Kuminga need to really establish themselves in this Warriors offense. Woo! Jetty keeping it with the right. Okay.
I actually got the chance to play against Doug Magruder in college when Creighton first came over to the Big East.
Brandon Podziemski.
Doug McDermott really tore us apart.
Going up, Trace Jackson Davis. Really skilled big coming out of college. Just not really fast enough to work in the pros, but runs to the rim there. Nice. Podziemski to Trace Jackson Davis. The footwork is, you know, it needs some work. The reality is it's not his fault. He's just a slower guy, so I'm not sure if he'll be able to make it work in the pros, but he's learning in the right system if he's going to do that, as Moses Moody hits the three. Sandro. Mamu for three.
That's pretty steep, you know, so I like it. It's another opportunity.
And Mamu has looked, oh! Trace Jackson Davis with the rejection. Mamu was looking to sky in there for the Statue of Liberty dunk. Julian Champagny. And you know, I'm not seeing a ton of Julian Champagny in these highlights except in garbage time, but every time I see him, he at least has one noteworthy highlight. So take that as you will. Sandro maybe gets away with it a little bit of an extra step there, but that's a nice contested take, and he looks like a competent ball handler. Hey! That's City Sissoko. Nice little take there. Moses Moody. Moody, as Kenneth Perkins would say. Face the three to keep them in this. Oh, and they're going to have... Oh, no. Trace. What are you going to do? Deflating end of the game. This was everything I could have hoped for from a preseason game between the Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. When I saw this lineup, I was terrified that both Wemby and Curry were going to sit, but they played the starters on both sides. Got to see a little bit more of Keldon Johnson this game. Again, just want to see how he continues to work for the Spurs alongside these guys. Devin Vassell looks absolutely phenomenal. So excited for that 1-2 punch between him and Wemby. On the Warriors side, Getting to see Chris Paul work with the starters, he looks polished. Is a guy who can come into any system and just run an offense, and it helps when you have two of the greatest shooters of all time, the greatest shooter of all time, and then debatably the second of all time, running around off-ball screens. So this is really exciting. I probably will not be reacting to another preseason game. I'll probably just pick this back up Tuesday night. My plan is to react to the first game of the regular season right away, get that out Tuesday night, and then the second game of the night, maybe I'll get that out Wednesday, but you'll be seeing daily reaction videos for me when the regular season picks up, so stay tuned for that. Have a good one. Enjoy the weekend. This was fun.